We have some disturbing new images still coming in from Dorian, and if you're grabbing your first cup of coffee, hold on just a little bit tighter. I had to watching this video. Can you imagine wading through this? Look at this, people wading through the water chest deep, trying to get to safety. This is 21-year-old Julia Allen. She's got one dog under each arm. She had a bigger dog also, and dangerously trying to navigate. She appears to hand over one of the dogs to her younger brother, Matthew, having no idea what's under that 4 to 5 feet of water. This family in Freeport had to abandon their home. Their father is a journalist who's actually covering the storm. Tim Allen says he had no idea he'd be shooting pictures of himself and his family evacuating as part of their coverage. Now take a look at this. This is Julian and Matthew after just making it out of there. I think their faces pretty much say it all. What an ordeal. At the alert desk, Stefano DiPietrantonio, Fox 19 Now.
Insane video, Stefano. What he's accused of stealing just ahead.
And with Dorian super close to Daytona Beach, we'll take a live look at the mess it's already causing for people there in coastal counties. Straight ahead.
You're watching Fox 19 Now. Sponsored by CarryAutomotive.com, right by you.
Here at the alert desk, things looking a lot better this morning. This is a live look right here. This is Riviera Beach, Florida. This is close to West Palm Beach. And at one point, it looked like Dorian might make a direct hit right here. So you can imagine waking up to this. They are breathing a super sigh of relief this morning. But right now, we have brand new video just in from Florida. This is as Dorian creeps slowly northward. This is brand new video shot by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. One of the deputies in the cruiser took this in Neptune Beach. You can see the wind and the rain just whipping by his cruiser. Right now, Dorian sits about 90 miles east of Daytona Beach, but Jacksonville getting hit hard there with heavy rain and wind. Dorian still a powerful Category 2. Florida being spared a direct impact from Dorian, which could make landfall further up the coast in Georgia or in the Carolinas. But I want to bring you up to speed on the recovery efforts in the Bahamas, some of the very first bird's eye images as they survey the incredible damage there. They've pulled 2 more bodies from the debris field, so the death toll now at 7. Search and recovery efforts continue this morning as first responders are finally able to get in to some of the hardest hit areas. And of course, Frank will take a closer look at Dorian's exact track with an update here in just a bit. At the alert desk, Stefano DiPietrantonio, Fox 19 Now.
Steph, thank you.
And that's southbound, and you can see definitely more people out and about in this area right now. Stefano.
Hey there, Rebecca. We're following breaking news right now out of Green Township, where firefighters have just knocked down a house fire. I wanted to show you here on the satellite view. It's in the 3000 block of Beale Avenue, but look at how heavily wooded that this whole neighborhood is. Firefighters say if any of these trees had caught fire with these houses being so close to one another, it really could have been a lot worse. And here's brand new video just in. You can see that large tree right there in the front yard on Beale Street. The fire is contained and stopped from spreading any further. Dispatchers say at worst, the back half of this home was fully involved. Green Township, Delhi Township, Cheviot Fire Departments, all on scene right now. Crews are still fighting hot spots, but we're told no one got hurt. At the alert desk, Stefano DiPietrantonio, Fox 19 Now. At the alert desk, we told you about Apple unveiling its latest set of iPhones later today, right? They're pretty popular stuff, especially, police say, with thieves like this guy, caught on camera after grabbing 2 new iPhones and bolting out the door of a Best Buy. You see him right there at the counter. Security guards say they recognized him, by the way, from prior encounters. Now, at the counter, he asked for 2 phones. You saw him stuff them there into that brown satchel bag. An employee tries to stop him there, struggling with him in the parking lot, trying to get that bag. But if you notice toward the end of the video there, LAPD says the suspect actually pulled a knife and pepper spray out of that bag, pointed it at the employee, who ended up retreating back into the store for safety. Wow. LA police say despite that crystal clear video, he has not been caught yet. At the alert desk, Stefano DiPietrantonio, Fox 19 Now. A close call for an Ohio State trooper. He's helping a woman who appears to be having car trouble and just happens just in time to glance over his shoulder while standing there on the side of the highway with her when he sees this. scary is that? The trooper's dash cam video capturing the whole thing. You see the trooper trying to wave the guy down there before ducking for cover. The truck ramming his vehicle, sending debris flying. Now, thankfully, nobody got hurt. Wow. Law enforcement officials say that truck kept on going for another 8 miles before being pulled over. The trucker telling authorities she fell asleep at the wheel and thought she'd only sideswiped a barrier. At the alert desk, Stefano DiPietrantonio, Fox 19 Now.
Are you kidding me, Steph? That is crazy
I can't make it
video.
up.
Luckily, he jumped out in the nick of time to not get hit by that truck.
She's still sleeping going, I just hit a barrier.
If you hit a barrier, you stop. Okay, just putting it out there. All right,
stuff.
let's talk about the weather. Fall in 12 days.
Closer to the upper 90s when you factor in that humidity. Stefano?
Hey, Catherine, we're staying on top of breaking news out of Toledo right now, and we have a live look for you. A plane crashed just a few hours ago near the airport. This is a look at the scene live right now. It was a fiery crash scene earlier. Crews are on the scene there. This plane crashed near the Toledo Express Airport about a half-mile away from the Ohio Turnpike. The Lucas County Sheriff's Office says the plane crashed on Garden Road, and that's just east of the airport. Here's where it hit. Bubbles Mobile Truck Repair Heavy-Duty Towing, right in their parking lot there. The aircraft struck multiple unoccupied vehicles on the ground. It was a significant fire from the impact. The plane headed to Toledo Express from a small airport near Memphis. The Port Authority believes it was carrying auto parts. Now, initial reports from there is that there were 2 souls on board, but they're searching the wreckage as you look live right now. Also wanted to update you on the tornado that tore through Sioux Falls while you were sleeping. This is what the storm left behind, all kinds of damage. We have brand new video in right now showing the storm's ferocity. The twister tearing through before midnight, causing extensive damage to power lines, plenty of homes there. City leaders asking everyone not to travel this morning. There are so many power lines down. The mayor saying there is significant structural damage all across the city. No one will know the full extent, though, until the sun is up. Despite all that damage, though, no reports yet of any injuries. We've just learned also a hospital had to be evacuated. Dan, Jess?
All right, Steph, thank you so much for that.
Okay, we're following a breaking situation out of Galveston right now. There are new concerns. Massive flash flooding is happening there. This is about 50 miles from Houston. This is what Imelda is dropping right now. And this is a live look of a guy who actually just pulled his car in the... What do you see when they pulled this shot out? The shot's been moving around a lot. When they pull this shot out, you'll see the floodwaters here. This is a live look. Look at all these people driving as Imelda may dump 18 inches of rain there. This is the most rain they've seen, by the way, since Hurricane Harvey back in 2017. Officials have warned people to stay inside. The street flooding is expected to be widespread, affecting some 7 million people. This guy not so lucky, but you see all the other drivers around him. They'll probably pull the shot out just a little bit here. And you'll see the other cars trying to make their way through the rain here. You've heard our meteorologists say dozens of times, turn around so you don't drown. So as the waters are expected to rise, we're seeing people still trying to make their way out here this morning. Plenty of schools are suspending activities today. The rain not expected to let up for at least a couple of days. And as you might imagine, high water rescue crews are moving into place there right now. Let's get over to Jeff now and see what we're looking at the rest of the weather for us.
Yeah, for us, I've got a sneak peek at what you can expect as we go into the weekend. Right now, that's how we start the day. Beautiful out there. It also takes us down into the low 80s by Wednesday into the upper 70s. Stefano?
Hey, Jeff, check this out. Breaking right now. Just found this incredible video showing the power of an explosion at a factory. So if you're not near your screen, just come a little closer. Watch as this metal drum right there soars so high up in the air, then comes just crashing down. Watch it. Wait for it right there. Boom. This happened, this explosion, at a building at a chemical factory in Turkey. It left 2 firefighters injured. You can hear officials briefly yelling on the video, "Get away, get away." Then you see people running away as that thing takes off. Then, of course, get out of the way as it lands on the ground. Luckily, no fatalities in this accident. Still under investigation this morning. Rebecca, we're following breaking news right now. Fire officials are on scene, and this looks like a pretty big one. They've just upgraded this to a working 2-alarm fire here. Look at this live image for you. This is in the 2500 block of Addison Street. So this is sort of the Clifton Heights, Clifton area. Emergency crews say this thing is raging. As you can see, they're going to be there for a while. The structure fully involved. Keep this in mind as you're heading out this morning. The roads in that area, this is right next to I-75 North. These are all blocked off right now. Again, this is the 2500 block of Addison Street in Cincinnati, super close to I-75. The buildings are all close to each other right here. So depending on how fast this thing either spreads or can be contained, crews are going to be busy. So we're going to stay on top of this. We do have a crew, as you can see there live. We don't have any reports yet of any injuries or if anyone in any of those buildings is affected yet, but our crew is asking questions. We'll get some more information for you real soon. Back to you guys. Breaking right now, we're staying on top of this breaking situation in the 2500 block of Addison Street in Cincinnati, now upgraded to a 3-alarm fire. You can see in this live picture here, emergency crews are going to be here for a long time this morning. The structure is fully involved. We're also hearing the fire may have spread to a total of 3 homes right now. Our crew at the scene tells us it appears that the roof where they're aiming those hoses right now has partially collapsed. Keep this in mind too. Roads in that area are blocked off. So if you're anywhere near this part, the 2500 block of Addison Street there in Cincinnati, Clifton Heights area, look for alternate routes. Also, things may slow down on I-75 north and south. Rubberneckers seeing this thing from the interstate. It's pretty close to I-75, so that may also slow things down on the interstates this morning. Again, this is the 2500 block of Addison Street, close to I-75 North. We're also hearing that people living in homes nearby on Halstead Avenue are also being ordered out of their homes right now. This is a big, intense fire. Our crew's going to stay on the scene. We don't have any reports of any injuries yet or if anyone's in any of the buildings affected right now. We're going to keep you posted, and we're going to make some more calls. And as soon as we learn more, we'll bring it to you.
I'm not seeing any red in that area in Clifton Heights near this building fire, Halstead Street at Addison. But I'm definitely going to keep tabs on it and let you guys know. But for the latest details on the fire and all the fire crews out there, we'll go now to Stefano.
Rebecca, we are staying on top of that breaking situation right now. Fire crews battling that 3-alarm fire. It's in the 2500 block of Addison Street. And we're hearing from our crews at the scene that firefighters may have just been ordered out of one of the second buildings. Our videographer, Matt Wood, tells me it appears that they are getting control of the flames. As you can see in this live picture right here, we saw flames shooting out of the rooftop of that building there in the 2500 block, but now it appears to just be smoking heavily. But a lot of crews on scene right now. Cincinnati police and fire chaplains tweeting about this just a little while ago. Emergency crews say they're going to be there for a while. The structure was fully involved over the last hour. The heaviest flames coming from the roof and the attic. We also heard the fire may have spread to a total of 3 homes, given the 3-alarm fire there. Our crew there tells us it appears that roof had partially collapsed, and now we're hearing that crews may be ordered out of that second home. Rebecca was saying that it hasn't impacted any of the roadways yet, though we're told the roads in the area of that neighborhood are blocked off. So if you're anywhere near Addison Street or Halstead Street, look for alternate routes. Things also may slow on I-75 north and southbound as rubberneckers slow down to see what's going on there. Again, the 2500 block of Addison Street, we're also hearing that people living in the homes nearby there on Halstead Avenue also being ordered out as crews continue to fight this big, intense fire. No reports yet of any injuries. You know, Frank's talking about the rain. We were hoping it would be a heavier rain, give the fire crews some help there, but so far, no reports of any injuries. We'll stay on top of it, bring you the latest. Jess, Dan?
We'll send it over now to Stefano.
Rebecca, we have some breaking news right now. A tragic scene after a school collapsed this morning, killing at least 7 children. This happened in Kenya. This is about 7 hours ahead of us. So it's after 1 in the afternoon there right now. But the classroom at this school in Nairobi collapsed around 7:30 this morning, their time. 57 students taken to the hospital, and we have just learned at least 10 more people are still trapped underneath the rubble right now. Hundreds of people have come together to help remove the debris. It's unclear, though, what caused that wall in that school to crumble. Also breaking right now, Dearborn County dispatchers tell us US 50 is shut down in Dearborn County between Sycamore Estates Drive and Florence Drive. Aurora Fire Department is on the scene blocking the road right now. We're told a pedestrian was struck and killed around 3:15 this morning. The striking vehicle did stop. Aurora and Lawrenceburg police agencies are on the scene right now, along with Indiana State Police. We also have another live look for you. We're going to update you on the Clifton fire, which we're now told has been upgraded to a 4-alarm fire. You're looking live right here. This has involved 5 houses total. One house has collapsed, as we heard from the chief a little while ago. Another on the way to collapsing. Both of those on Addison Street. 3 others on Halsted are compromised. We'll stay on top of this breaking situation, bringing the latest. Jessica.
All right, coming up, investigators now offering $35,000 for information on a missing 5-year-old.
Guys,
Right
tonight
now,
down
a
to
warning
50.
this morning after a realtor trying to show a home is attacked, and it was all caught on camera. We just got this video. Take a listen. Yeah, that terrifying attack caught on camera. This California realtor says it happened while she was trying to show a home in Encino. She says she got a funny feeling when that guy was asking strange questions. And look, she moved the conversation to the front porch, hoping he would leave. He even looks twice at the camera and takes his hat off. So investigators got a clear look at his bald head right there and his face. Now, the realtor says when he pushed her, he grabbed her chest, and she thought he was trying to grab her necklace, but then he took off. She thinks, though, her screaming saved her life. Police are investigating, but so far, no one's been arrested. She hopes other realtors see this. She says you never know who's watching the house you're showing. Jessica? Rebecca, breaking right now, we have a potentially dangerous situation developing. Taylor Mill police are serving a warrant right now, and they're asking people in the area to shelter in place. There's very little information, but here's what we know right now. Kenton County dispatchers tell us they're asking people to stay away from an area around Jefferson Street right here up to St. Matthew's Circle and Wolf Road. Now, this is all they can tell us right now. They're asking folks who live anywhere in this area from Jefferson Place up to Wolf Road and St. Matthew's Circle to shelter in place. As soon as we learn more, we'll let you know. Jessica? You know, it's already dinner time there. It's just after 5 p.m. right now. But earlier on their Tuesday, look at this large bridge. It collapsed, sending a tanker truck onto boaters below. Here's a video we just got in. The local news there reporting the Nanfangao Bridge broke as an oil tanker was rolling across it. The tanker crashed landing after that bridge collapsed, then burst into flames. At least 20 people got hurt. And according to local TV there, 10 people were taken to hospital, 6 with serious injuries. Some people still reported missing, and searchers are looking for them right now. But no word yet what might have caused that large span to collapse. We'll stay on top of it, guys. Breaking right now, you know, we showed you the aftermath of that bridge collapsing in Taiwan over the last hour, but now we just got this video in of it actually collapsing. Take a look at this. This massive span, there it is, in eastern Taiwan, collapsing. But on top of that bridge was an oil tanker that also went plummeting. We slow-moed it for you right there. That tanker went plummeting onto several boats. That happened this morning in Taiwan. Right now, it's 6:19 p.m. there. So the rescue crews are including Air Force helicopters, merchant fishing ships, specialized divers. They're all searching for victims right now. And the country's National Fire Agency says it believes at least 6 people are trapped in one of the boats crushed during the accident. Local officials there also say 5 people were believed to be on the actual bridge when it dropped. Weather officials say a typhoon slammed Taiwan last night, but local authorities can't say yet if the storm is responsible for weakening that bridge. Jessica, Dan?
Crazy video to see there, Steph. Thanks so much.
Sarah, thanks. We're following some more breaking news of violent carjacking, and it's all caught on camera. Look at this mom right here. She's trying to fight this guy. She's still in the front seat right here, trying to fight this guy, trying to steal her car. But what you don't see is in the back seat here is where her mom and baby are. Listen to why the sheriff there praised the woman in this video.
That was a mama bear, and she was responding to the fact that she had a newborn, a 4-month-old in the back seat.
Now, despite her brother trying to help her, the carjacker gets away. Look at him speed away there. The mom and the child still in the back seat. He only got about 1.5 miles and let the grandma and the baby go. And then police, you see right there, arresting him hours later. Now, the would-be carjacker did later apologize, saying he was sorry. He's in jail facing a number of charges this morning, Rebecca.
That is really scary video to watch.
And breaking right now, we just got the dramatic 911 call in from that shooting earlier this morning in Colerain Township. So listen to right now what happened here around 3 this morning.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
23 Wilson Avenue. I've been shot. Oh.
You're doing fine. I'm going to stay with you. Like I said, everyone's coming to get you.
Oh, my God. Tell the police hurry.
And that woman tells dispatcher she is 40. She was in her backyard when she got shot. Now, we don't know yet how she got shot or who police are looking for right now, but we can tell you it happened there in the 2300 block of Wilson Avenue. Her injuries are non-life threatening, but you can hear in the 911 call she is in an incredible amount of pain. Police have cleared the scene right now, and she is at UC Medical Center. Now, we did ask Colerain Township Police if they're looking for a suspect right now. They couldn't give us an immediate answer, so we're working to get more information for you, and we'll bring it to you as soon as we get it. Jessica. So we have an update to a breaking traffic story in Green Township right now, and some new video just in from the scene. Ryan Wagner from Cheviot Police tells us that 2 vehicles were involved in this one. Someone did not yield or maybe ran a red light. Police are still trying to sort it all out right now and hope to get video from nearby businesses to confirm who was at fault here. Alcohol, drugs, and speed are not factors, police tell us. This intersection on North Bend is now back open, by the way. 4 people went to the hospital, 2 adults, both are moms and their kids, a high school-aged juvenile and a 3-year-old girl. The girl was in a seat, though, luckily, and seat belted in. All have non-life-threatening injuries. Everyone expected to be okay. Now, take a look at this crazy video we just got in. A man is stopped by deputies in Columbus, but when do you see what was protruding from his car? And he was driving with no headlights on.
Do you realize that you hit something?
Oh, what's a hit?
You hit a sign.
A sign?
Yeah, there's a sign. Did you hit a person? How much have you had to drink tonight?
Well, that's a Franklin County Patrol deputy in the area of Frank Road and US 62 in Columbus. He saw this vehicle operating. Look at it right here to the left of your screen in the dark right there. No headlights on. You can barely see what he's carrying in the front there. A large protruding object. Turns out, look at that. That entire sign was sticking out from the front end. When the deputy directed him to put the car in park and step out, he couldn't. He kept turning the windshield wipers on. So that was 32-year-old Timothy Farrell Jr. arrested for OVI and no headlights. Deputies say he's lucky a sign was all he hit. Dan, Rebecca. This morning, we have some video you just got to see here. A Georgia driver making it out alive after he rear-ended a log truck and his car got impaled by logs from the front windshield to the back window. Take a look at this. The driver apparently was leaning down to get something that he dropped when he ran into this log truck. Firefighters had to cut through 30 to 40 logs with chainsaws before they could even start to cut open the car and rescue that guy. But after that, it only took about 10 to 15 minutes to get the driver out of the car. Because the driver was not in the upright position in his seat, get this, his head, police say, ended up in a gap just between the logs. Rescuers say it was almost as if that little gap was created just for his head. Wow. It's unclear this morning what or if any charges that driver faces. Fortunately, he only suffered minor injuries, Jessica.
Hopefully he's going to church.
Right? That is a miracle.
Definite come to Jesus moment right there for that driver.
Yeah. All right, Steph, thanks so much.
All right, we have a breaking update to that story out of southeastern England where 39 bodies were found in the back of a refrigerated truck early yesterday. British media now reporting that 39 people found dead in the back of that truck are Chinese citizens. Also this morning, British police raiding 2 sites in Northern Ireland. They questioned the truck driver who's being held on suspicion of murder as officers investigate the death here of now, we learned, 38 adults, 1 teenager. The victims found in that truck container at an industrial park in the town of Grays. That's about 25 miles east of London. We've also just learned the breakdown here, 31 men and 8 women. This is still unfolding. We're bringing the latest as it happens all this morning. Jessica, Dan. Breaking this morning, 600 homes evacuated now as raging wildfires and forced power outages make for a really challenging morning this morning in California. And look at this video you've just got to see. We just got this in. We've hinted at a potential snow flurry here, but look at this scene right now. This is near Gyersville, California. Looks like it's snowing, right? Nicholas McCarthy from the San Jose State University Fire Weather Lab showed us this. There are piles of ash on the ground. This is right now as even more falls from the sky. Those fast-moving wildfires taking out hundreds of acres already this morning.
7:12 on this Thursday morning, a live look from the storm tracker. This is a deadly pedestrian accident in Middletown on I-75 southbound near Ohio 122. A live picture from the backup of that scene. Lauren Miner has the very latest coming up.
And David, we'll kind of stay on top of that story here. This is that breaking news out of Middletown. You saw the live look right there where that pedestrian has been struck and killed. But I wanted to show you on the map exactly where this is happening. This is a really busy interchange. Here's Ohio 122 running right here under I-75. Here's I-75 southbound, and that is where the highway is shut down right now, and no word yet when it might reopen. But again, we do have a crew there, and we'll keep you updated as the morning rolls along. But a messy and deadly start to the day here. Also breaking this morning, and this one's caught on camera. A burglar crashes through the ceiling while robbing a business. We just got this video in. It captures 2 thieves breaking into a business in California, stealing several $100s in cash and dozens of bottles of wine. Now, at one point, one of the burglars falls through the roof of the building, knocking into a metal table and striking the floor. Both suspects escaped through the back door. Yikes. They are still on the run this morning. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office looking for 2 suspects, a man and a woman, but they have very little information to go on this morning. Dan? Breaking this morning, take a look at this guy behind me here. He's in jail right now. Not a great looking mugshot there. He's waiting to be extradited. Police took 30-year-old Ibrahim Yazid into custody in Florida early this morning, but they haven't said yet what caused the injury there to his eye that you see in that mugshot. But the manhunt for him, one in connection with the disappearance of Alabama student Anaya Blanchard, is over. He was arrested in Escambia County. Auburn police identified Yazid as a suspect in her October 23rd disappearance. Police believe he took her against her will. Yazid was already out on bond for separate charges on attempted murder and kidnapping. Police say Yazid must have been spooked by the increased law enforcement presence, so he took off. U.S. Marshals captured him in a brushy area near I-10. Right now, Yazid awaiting an extradition hearing this morning. He was denied bond, but police say expect additional arrests in this case for sure. Dan? Breaking this morning, we're getting a look at some new video, cell phone video, from the moments that led up to an officer-involved shooting. This is at a Louisville Kroger. 1 man is dead this morning, and witnesses in the produce section of the store say 2 men started fighting and then somebody opened fire. Now, once Louisville police got there, they say 1 man came out of the store and started firing shots at the officers in the parking lot. Police say they shot the man, killing him. No other injuries have been reported. Witnesses say they were loaded onto a bus for questioning, so police could piece together what happened.
Older man on the ground and a younger man had a gun, and that's when everybody started running.
When I pulled in, there was 1 cop car sitting there and had the car at gunpoint.
The name of the man shot by police has not been released just yet. Kroger says the store will reopen once the investigation is complete. Jessica, Dan?
All right, it's freezing outside.